the right amount of time to do everything you got to do every day, 24 hours. And you could make it an adventure every fucking day. Like, hey, I could die tomorrow. What would that mean I would need to be doing today? How do I, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, not looking at it like, oh, I'm running out of time. No. Dead people ran out of time.
Yeah.
Everybody else alive. You got 30 swim trunks. Do that for me. You don't know
How you
to
gonna
swim.
say you got 30 swim trunks, but you ain't never been in the ocean, Joe Rogan? Bro,
Yeah.
thank you for having a good sense of humor, man.
That's what I am. I am a good sense of humor.
Yeah, sometimes we forget about that along the way, man. You are.
Right.
How long you want to live for it then, you think, Kat? You got to check out, when you ever think about it?
I was promised that I won't have to deal with that. So I don't consider it. I do know that, I don't have any things that I have to do in order to go out the way I would like. So that's a blessing, and about one of the best you can get, is being okay with the body of work and the legacy and the feelings and the emotions that you left, and I still haven't done my best, like comedically. Like, I'm still not
Really?
my funniest. Like, I'm still not working hard enough. Like, I'm still not, I still haven't made a complete package of myself yet. So,
Do you think some comedians start to feel like they have and that's a trap?
most comedians have, though. Yeah. I'm saying that becomes part of the career, is the fact that a lot of guys that are doing comedy right now were funny from 1995 to 2004. They're still working.
Yeah.
They're still generating income. But their best comedy is long behind them. They're not that comedian that was thinking something was funny and writing it down and figuring a way to get this to the people. And so, yeah, it happens.
What sidetracks comedians? I guess it could be all types of things, huh? What sidetracks them from maybe fulfilling their
Excellence is difficult, but to be mediocre, it's no pressure. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you don't feel like you have to be the funniest person that this crowd has seen tonight, then you don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's gonna jam you up about it. They'll go, oh, you were funny. And for a lot of people, that's enough.
How do you pick you've had a lot of openers, like I've met a lot of your openers over the years here and there. How do you choose them, man? How do you choose these guys or women? You need a lighter?
Whether you're, no, I have no needs. I apologize. I choose them based upon whether their point of view is unique to them. Like, I don't care what a comedian's talking about. That's your business. I don't care what jokes you're making or how your set flows. But are you telling a story about you? Can people see this 8 minutes, 12 minutes you're going to do and know you and have a chance to like you? If you do that, then you can open for me, because my allegiance is to the people out there in those seats. And I want them to see the very best comedians that I can possibly bring. Somebody they'll enjoy, whether they're male or female or white or black. Just do they come to work? Yeah. Do they have a show for you. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I care about.
Yeah, I think when I was getting into comedy in the beginning, I wanted people to know me, right? Like I like the jokes and I want them to laugh and feel good and see different ways that maybe I think and stuff, but I wanted to sell myself. That's what I always thought, I think.
Yeah.
When I first started, I didn't think I don't want you to remember one joke. I want you to remember me, right? Like I felt like this desperate.
That's a star, though. See, you knew that you would be a star. That's different than a performer. A performer is based upon the act. What I'm saying is magicians ain't shit unless they doing magic.
Yeah.
Right?
If I see them bitches, yeah, I feel.
Right.
Bro, come on. Yeah.
But a true comedian is above the comedy material. The jokes are secondary. We like this guy, and we want to hear what this guy has chosen to say to us about the topics of his choosing.
That's who you are.
You know what I mean? That's who you are.
That's who you are, Cat.
Yeah, well, takes one to know one.
Yeah, you grew up in Ohio, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you grow up by Dave Chappelle? You guys grew up near each other.
Dave Chappelle's not even from Ohio.
Isn't he? I thought he's from Dayton.
I'm from Dayton.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Chappelle's from D.C.
Oh, damn, my bad. Sorry.
No problem.
So, but he lives in Dayton now, though.
He has a lot of, he owns probably $5 million worth of property out there.
Dang.
He's done really well for our Dayton, Ohio.
They got a beautiful museum out there I went to.
Dayton's a wonderful place.
They have the Air Force Museum, I think it is out there.
Yeah. Because we have Wright-Patterson Air Force Base that we're very, very proud of. And
it's awesome. Yeah, they have, I think Fat Man and Little Boy are in there. Is it the plane that dropped, there's a planes that dropped the bombs on, I want to say it's Pearl Harbor in there, maybe?
Hiroshima.
It could be Hiroshima. Little Boy and Fat Man.
There we are.
Yeah, that's what Rogan named his the rooms of his comedy club after.
He certainly did. The mothership.
Yeah, they really get it over there.
You feeling the pressure?
Of this interview?
No, of Austin.
Of moving there?
Is Austin calling you?
A little bit.
Are they trying to put pressure on you?
A little bit. I didn't, like at first I wanted to do my own thing, like a lot of people were moving there.
Yeah.
But now when I'm there, it just feels like it's a fun energy.
It is.
And there's people on stage and you can go up and down that 6th Street and you can do 5 or 6 sets in a night. I mean, that's a lot of practice and it's probably within 800 footsteps or whatever.
Yeah.
So that to me seems really remarkable. What's on the new tour? What's it like? Like, what's it like to still go out there? What's it like to do you do in the round? What's your show like? I haven't been to a Cat Williams show.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And what a blessing. You know what I mean?
That's true. I still have it to look forward to.
Right. And we just learned we got plenty of time, you know? But it's like I don't know, it's like a festival for laughs and good energy. And there are different comedians before it gets to me. And so you get a chance to get an overview of some of the greatest comedians around the country and get a chance to see them. And it's hosted by Monique, and Monique is a super large figure in comedy, and she has a great presence. And then after all of said and done, then I come out and I congregate with the people for an hour. And the best thing I think is probably the fact that you've gotten your money's worth twice before I get on stage.
Amen.
And I think that's the part I'm probably proudest of.
Yeah. Were you? What do you bring with you on the road? Somebody said you bring a Cybertruck. Is that true?
Yes. That's my work truck.
I have a Cybertruck. That's why I was just curious what you thought about it.
When I'm home on the ranch, that's my farm truck. I love it. Like,
It's fun. It feels like you're driving an email, kind of.
a what?
It feels like you're driving an email. That's what I feel like sometimes. It just feels like I'm in the future. Like you could floor it and just
Yeah, it does feel like a UFO.
yeah. Like you'll put the gas on Monday, like you'll floor it and you'll fucking when it stops, it's fucking Thursday right there. It's like it just has like a I don't know.
Yeah, it's a unique experience, you know? Like,
Have you met him? Have you met Elon before?
no, I don't generally enjoy the company of billionaires.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I know any good billionaires.
Well, it's not that they're not good, but I'm saying I don't need to be reminded of my inadequacies, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. What you do for fitness, man? What's your fitness regime like? You got a regime each day or what's that like?
the ladies keep me fit. I'm heavy in sexual relations, and so
Oh yeah.
that keeps you pretty fit.
Oh yeah.
I got a cold plunge and a jacuzzi and a sauna that I do pretty ritualistic. I've never been a gym guy. I got 2 torn rotator cuffs, so that
Oh
kind of
damn, both them bitches gone, huh?
Yeah. So golf is basically how I stay where I'm trying to be. But I've never been 7 pounds under or over in my life.
You that middle dog.
My adult, like I'm at 150.
Ooh.
You know.
On the dime, baby, he'll show up.
Yeah.
He'll fucking checkmate a scale, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think I like, what have I been doing recently? Swimming. Oh, there's you playing golf right there. Damn, cat out there.
Right. So, you know, if you can get 222 without your arms ever going above your head and do it consistently where it always ends up in the fairway, you're hitting, you know, 14, 16 of 18 in the fairway. You know, then you can play the game a little better.
You're banging out there, yeah.
Well,
You can't get them arms off. I guess at a certain point, your arms don't need to go that high in the air anyway, though. I'm trying to think of what I...
well, it would certainly give me more yards and a fuller thing. It's just the rotator cuffs don't allow it. So I started golfing with these 80-year-old guys that, you know,
Them bitches, you gotta wait. You gotta...
like they can barely get out the car, but then they come out there and outdrive you. Every shot is better than your, like, so they taught me how to play golf under restraint so as to not hurt myself, you know? So.
And how'd you bang them cuffs up? What happened, you think?
What you mean?
How'd you,
Oh, I was in the midst of a push-up contest.
no way. You blew them out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But I was probably at 200. I was doing too much.
You did 200 push-ups?
Yeah. Yeah. And tore the cuffs both at the same.
Damn, you ripped both them bitches, man. God damn, boy, you better fucking pull up at a Jiffy Lube and get well, buddy.
Hey, the guy I'm going against, because the way it worked is you could do as many as you wanted. When you stop, it's my go, and I got a match. You know what I mean? So
you took it to the limits, huh?
he was a horse.
You took it to the limits, man. Yeah, maybe you could probably do some swimming safely. Maybe I could see you getting.
Oh, I'm an avid water guy. Yeah, like I'm in the water probably more than
you. That dark koi, baby. You out there?
I love the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pray underwater. Like Because, evil can't access you underwater,
Oh, that's
A
interesting.
lot of people don't know.
Is that true?
Yeah. And,
Maybe that's why a child is an amniotic fluid, huh?
yeah, like water's super powerful, like a living being. I'm sure that soon in the future they will confirm for us that water is a sentient being and that,
Man, that's gonna be if they do that.
Well, that's why all throughout history there was always gods of water, just because it's such a powerful force. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah. God is great.
Yeah, I have a trouble out there. I think I'm just not the best swimmer, man. I don't like to swim cap either. I never liked putting that cap on. That just was not something that was my vibe,
What do you mean by not a good swimmer?
I don't like it, man. I don't like being out in there. I'm kind of a land dog. I like being on land. I respect water too much. I think I get too scared in it. That's it. I get scared in it.
Yeah, you have to have a real respect for it no matter what, like on a boat or regardless. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those crazy things that, is beautiful and wonderful and it sustains life, but it has 1,000 ways to kill you.
Yeah.
And it houses the scariest in the whole world.
Yeah, I just get nervous.
Yeah. But what are you like in a jacuzzi though?
I'm pretty chill, I think. I'm okay in a jacuzzi, but even then, if nobody's around,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know if I trust myself or not to like.
Yeah.
If I'm even driving through a long puddle, I'll look at my watch and make sure everything's all right. I just get.
But you had a drowning incident in your past?
I think I've just had some probably nervous experiences with it, man. We used to have a neighbor, and this guy was probably. I don't know if he had like one of them big bathtubs they had at their house, and they would he would make us play Navy or something. He's probably a gay guy, but we didn't know, right? But he would have us playing Navy and
You have more than 6 of those stories, so you can't claiming it now.
Yeah, we had but he'd have us play. But it was just like a lot of.
It was a guy had you looking in buttholes. So I'm saying,
Yeah, we've had some fucking wild neighbors, bro.
some of these guys were for certain gay.
I don't know if they was gay. I don't know if they
I'm not sure what they were. We're sure what they were. You just made it through all the gauntlets, like as a participant.
Oh yeah, bro. I put a juke on a nutsack. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Give me my $4.
Yeah. Bro, we grew up just but back then they had this more pedophiles and wildness. I think back then, man, people wouldn't. Now it's all documented.
I'm on TikTok too right now.
But back then it was just people was more. I remember we had a guy they called. One basketball coach had been like kind of tickling the kids a lot, right? And then the other guy called him, and he said, "Hey." If you keep,
You said that so naturally.
You
said that so naturally. Like that's a thing that coaches can find themselves dealing with.
he trying to get that 3-pointer out of you, bro. He trying to.
Oh.
But they had, but they called him and said, "Hey," they said, "Mr. Sharp, you said you can't if you keep tickling a kid, you can't coach him no more." But that was it. There wasn't like a lawsuit or anything. It was just more. Stern activity. Don't do it. Don't do it like that. But we had. I mean, I don't fucking know, man. What was that? What were we talking about? Oh, swimming people, swimming, man. Yeah, I think I just get too nervous in water. I know it's too powerful. That's what I know.
Yeah,
I know it's way more powerful than I am, man.
yeah.
But it's so funny because I could see you, man. I think sometimes if I think about you like. I could see you having like a show at a SeaWorld. Or something like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Matt, like the cat.
No, It'll be a one night only.
But still.
Because I'm letting everybody out.
Oh, you free, bro.
Like, this is wrong.
You free.
Like I'm black. I'm not going to stand here in front of a prison and do a show.
You freeing all the black fish on everything.
All the fish.
Every fish in the ocean,
fish.
bro. Free Nemo, bro, till it's backwards, man.
I don't know what happened yesterday. Everyone's gone.
Dude, if they had one night though,
Yeah.
I'm talking a $320 ticket. It's a pricey ticket, but it's a one night only. Cat Williams and the Whales, baby.
Right.
Cat, fish.
Minecraft Dungeons.
People,
Press any button to
It'd
start.
be unprecedented, man. You know?
Indeed. Indeed
It would be unprecedented. People would love it, man.
I think people are loving the fact that you're sharing new stories.
Thanks, man.
Right.
Yeah, I like.
So get back to the guy in his big bathtub.
Oh yeah, Roy was his name, right?
Roy.
And he ended up in the military, but at the time nobody knew that. You know, we were just children, and he was and he got a whistle or something. Somebody bought him a whistle, and so he would just have us like do these like little games or whatever, you know, and so I don't know if kids were violent during that, or sometimes people would be aggressive or something. But I think maybe that made me nervous about water. My sister almost drowned one time. I thought she did drown. She didn't, but she almost drowned once. So I think just stuff like that. We would go swim in a river, and there weren't a lot of lifeguards. So I think that's super scary because, you know, you get caught with a current or something. It's just real. It can be a lot, you know.
Which river?
The river we were at, I think it was probably part of the Chafuncta, like a little tributary of it.
Dirty water.
Yeah.
That's scary too.
Yeah. Yeah, so just that kind of atmosphere, I guess, maybe. Trying to think what made me so scared. And you know what? I don't know if I knew how to swim that great. Yeah, Chafuncta River. I don't know if I knew how to swim that great, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think, yeah, people could. I would love to see you do a water show of some sort one day if you ventured out to that sort of thing.
I appreciate the fact that you're giving me ideas of things that are unprecedented.
Yeah, it'd be really cool, man.
Nobody else has a water show. I love it.
Shopify is a platform that helps entrepreneurs get started down the path they want. Sometimes starting a business can be scary.
I feel like I lost a little piece of my soul.
Like getting covered in spiders or being buried alive. But Shopify is here to help. If I hadn't started my own business, I wouldn't have been able to go to all the crazy places like Antarctica and make videos like these for you guys. And just like millions of other people have done with Shopify, you can get...
This episode is sponsored by Prize Picks. Do you love firing on sports? Pew, pew. Well, Prize Picks, TECOVAS.com/Theo. Tecovas.com/Theo. See site for details. Tecovas. Point your toes west. Were you affected by the fires, Kat? Do y'all have any damage?
I felt like everybody in my work life lived in the Palisades. Like, yeah, it's a massive gut punch. Just the lives and economies of people that have been destroyed. But this is how life operates, you know. It's very humbling for there to be thousands of homeless millionaires, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so surprising, man. I had a friend, I was talking to him. He said, hey, do you want me to go to your apartment and get I got a Jeep Cherokee out here, so you want me to go get it in case the winds change it? And I said, I think it's going to be okay. And I said, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to an audition. And it was just so wild that you had places that were completely disappear off the earth. Right. And then you have a guy who's going to an audition at the same time, you know, just that there's so many things happening at once in this. It's like part of it is so affected and some of it is unaffected, you know? Kind of just was a dichotomy.
Yeah, I feel that way every time I watch international news. You know what I mean? Just if you watch another country's news and see all of the stuff that they're going through that we never hear about or know about, or it's crazy. LA is just so massive of a city, you know?
Yeah, it's like a state almost in a way.
Right, like LA is like a collection of 100 cities, you know, that make this.
That's a good point. I never thought about it like that.
With Hollywood and Encino and Beverly Hills and all Compton, Gardena and Inglewood and Hawthorne and Torrance and the city of
Manchester.
Commerce, and all of these places are fingers and pieces of the body that is LA. So there's no way for 6 or 7 of those parts to be going through pain and the body to be okay. But by the same token, it has to be. You know what I mean? Like, if you break your finger, the rest of your fingers still got work to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, sometimes I think about what it would be like if I were like another ethnicity, you know? You ever imagine like that? Like if you was an Asian guy? Like if you could handle it?
No,
You ever had dreams like that where you're Asian?
I'm not sure if you have those when you're black. Like, I'm saying I was born black, so I was born a superior being, a superb specimen, if you will, as far as human creations are concerned. So I never wanted to be anything other than that. I wanted to know how other people felt. So I didn't.
But you never like thought I want to be that.
No.
Yeah.
No. But maybe some of that is because I didn't think that was possible. I didn't see it from a negative perspective. I saw it from a positive perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm in the driver's seat. It'd be cool to be a passenger, but I like the seat I'm in. That makes sense?
Yeah, I didn't think that Chinese people were having more fun or doing better things, or I thought they were doing different things. And
yeah, they're doing fine.
Yeah, and I was interested in knowing what those were, but it never dawned on me that they might be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I had white friends that were admirable, but I didn't imagine being white, and I didn't think that they imagined being black, I guess, either. But you have a great imagination, which is what makes you world class, you know? Like, you have to have that. Because I heard you tell the story of, you know, I know the stories.
Yeah, I think about that a lot, I guess, of what it would be like to be different ethnicities, if I could handle it, you know, if I would think it was fun.
I don't think that you would be as different from yourself as you...
Or as a white guy.
As you imagine that you would be.
Oh, you would just be kind of the same, but just in different shades?
Right. What I'm saying is I don't think that you because...
So you think the thoughts and all are kind of the same then, you think? Like that's
I'm almost certain that you as a black guy are also not the norm. You're not.
Yeah.
You're
I could do it, I think,
kind
man.
of a singular. Yeah, you can.
Okay, I would like, you know, if I ever, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to culture vulture or whatever, but I would like, if they ever give you, if they do, you know, if they let people, if I get to do reincarnation, I would put in an application. I know that.
Okay, so let's work this out. Let's work this out, because if reincarnation is real, you have some say in it, right?
Oh, that's right, because you probably get to apply or talk to the manager.
I'm saying there's nobody else's opinion that will be more valued than yours, right? So let's decide.
Yeah.
So where are you coming back? What do you want to try first?
Which ethnicity you mean?
Don't go right to black.
Okay, I won't. I'll wait. I'll wait at least a round or whatever. I will do. I don't know if I. What I do? I don't. Asian seems so. It feels like you could. It feels easy to do, kind of. I hate to say that. It just seems.
Yeah, that's racist.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Yes, I said it. Asian people. Oh, I would be Mexican. Mexican seems cool. You're kind of almost you're like a little black or whatever,
Right.
but you're just
Right. What was his name? That came in your school?
Oh,
No,
nuh-uh.
the first Mexican.
No, the first Mexican that we ever had in our school.
Not Constantine.
No,
It was
Nicholas.
Nicholas. Yeah. Right. Right. So you at least have some experience.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you could show up, and you could be a hero and
Yeah.
not get ahead of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I would
could
go
be
easy into it.
Hispanic.
I wouldn't let anybody know that had been there, that I was, it was my first time. I think you'd have to be, because sometimes I believe you have first times as a human even. Like you meet some people and it's like, oh, this is this person's first time being a human. The soul. Like this is,
Right.
this is a damn newborn,
Right.
And then you meet some people, you're like, damn, this person is a sensei. This person has been.
They've been here before.
They've been here before.
Right.
But yeah, I wouldn't go do black first, man. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would definitely keep that for like or I would. Yeah, I would try. I would be honored to do it if they let me do it. That's what I would say.
I don't speak for the entire delegation, but
And I would do my best, man.
We would be again as a black guy, we would be honored to have you come through
Apply.
our path. And the only reason I said don't do it first is just because there are certain things that go along with it that you just don't know how you would handle it,
Yeah.
until you got the dick of a horse, and then you just got to figure this thing out. Like,
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, you got a parallel park, even probably tougher.
everything is different.
Everything a little bit different, I'm sure. But yeah, it'd be yeah. I don't know if I'd go I would like to. Especially if I got to bring a friend, I would definitely do it, man. If I could.
You don't get to bring a friend.
Ooh, see,
You make new friends with each of the. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, see, I want to just
Right,
have some safety. Same reason I don't want to be in the water. It's just when I feel risk, it makes me. I think it makes me feel nervous.
Right, but nervousness was created for that. That's nervousness is a good thing. You're supposed to feel that, but that doesn't dictate whether you continue. And if you can get a hold of that, understanding that nervousness doesn't mean stop. The yellow light doesn't mean stop. The yellow light means be cautious, right? And so when you feel those nerves, understand those nerves mean, okay, don't fuck around, but you can still enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to get you closer to the water in 2025, and we're going to deal with some of these ethnic
Blockages, maybe.
I don't think they're blockages. You're very open-minded.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, they're not blockages. Yeah, just
You're not dealing with blockage. You're dealing with an uncertainty as to who you are in the universe and whether or not you belong in the places you feel like you.
man, that's interesting. That is kind of how I feel. Yeah, because I'm always thinking of what this other thing would be like, kind of.
Right. Right. Because,
I never really thought about it like that.
I don't believe this is your home planet, you know?
Do you believe that most of the people here that are living right now, that this is their home planet?
No. No.
So you feel like it's more that you feel like we're maybe a species from somewhere else that's been kind of, that landed here or that got.
Mm-hmm. All of the religions tell the same story. And all of the stories are started up there and then end up down here and then continue. And there's a reason for that, I believe.
Do you feel like this is like a place we're supposed to learn something? Do you feel like it's a place that we're kind of just spending time?
An experience, a destination. You and I are at an age where we remember when the video game experience wasn't what it is now. Mm-hmm. It was still a game like Monopoly or something, you know? Where it is now, it's a whole different universe that you can live inside from your Xbox or your PlayStation. And in Call of Duty, you're an actual soldier and you get kills and deaths and eliminations.
Let me check your live.
When you then cross over to the PGA game, you have your actual golfer that looks like you and has the name you gave him, and he's really gonna go out there and do this 18 on Whistling Straight. And, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Then I go and get in my Podium 1 sim racer, and I pick the car of my choice, and I'm an actual racer. So those experiences located in that console, that's this experience here on Earth that we're all able to share. And that's what would make that reincarnation possible. It just means, yesterday I played that game, and today I'm logging in this experience. And so, yeah, certainly a universal college, if you will.
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, sometimes I forget. I get caught up in the minutia of things, you know?
Yeah,
and
we
I
still
forget
got
to
another
kind of
round.
have this bigger breath of like, this is an experience.
You're good.
It's not a sentence.
An experience in which you're winning.
Right.
And an experience in which you're in a better position than others who have been in this same. You are excelling in a life in which you very well could have turned out to be nothing.
Yeah.
Or another statistic, or just another forgotten body in a ditch. And those were the hazards, right?
Yeah.
And you, Theo Von, made it through all of that and negated all of those horrific possibilities and are here in this position, the best you've ever been, you know? And those are the facts. And if we tell ourselves more of the facts in our head, then we don't hear so much negative, you know?
Oh,
if we try and just focus on telling ourselves the facts.
Yeah, of how good we're doing. Like,
I didn't know I was doing that.
We're much too hard on ourselves.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know?
I feel that all the time, man.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know any other way to be almost sometimes. Like not in a bad way.
You need arrows?
Yeah, I feel like it's
okay. Take that.
It's this constant sentence. Right, like you gotta. I feel like there's always been this to-do list that I don't even make, and it's just always been there. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah,
that's how I feel all the time.
Right.
Like, whew, I got to do, you know, still have to prove it, you know, a constant of approving.
All winners have that disease. It's.
Did you take both of those?
Why? Inflicted. It's for you. It's you doing that. And there's nothing wrong with that harsh management. It's what gets you to the point that you're at. But if you have animals, you know that a relationship doesn't do good with just control words, just sit and stay. And there needs to be connection fostered, and treats are the best thing for learning, you know? And
Fuck, I'm gonna die.
so treat yourself with those type of things as well. Like, don't forget to remind yourself
One now. He's almost dead though.
all of the people
One of
that
them,
you
I think.
tell stories about, and the fact that that was it for them. That little piece of the story you told, like, they didn't get better.
Yeah, yeah, real
Like,
fast.
they didn't then change some stuff and go like
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
You know?
Where you at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like who was like a role model when you were growing
I'm
up?
over
Where
here
do you
where the
think
arrow
you got
tells me
some
to
of your
go.
own influences from? Do you think it was from people like actually humans in the
Okay.
world, or do you feel like you had kind of like divine thoughts that came into your head or guidance? Like, where did that kind of stuff affect you? Like when you were younger, do you feel like?
I got it all from books.
What happened?
Like,
Oh, the horses.
I got it all from books. Like,
What are you smoking, Cat? Sir, brother?
You smoke?
What the fuck?
If it's not pot, I can smoke it.
It's right. He said, if it's not pot, I can smoke it. Yeah, it's for certain pot.
Oh, it is.
Yes, sir.
Oh, damn, brother. Yeah.
Sorry, if you needed a cigarette, you could have one.
Yeah, I might have a cigarette with you, man.
Sure. What you're getting ready to have is not
Oh,
even
man,
available.
What are you doing? Not
in
you,
this
the
place
my freaking body
that we
guard.
live in. I mean,
What?
Like I'm his
California,
bodyguard.
L.A.
Oh, they don't have Newports here?
Yeah, they're not allowed to do
Wow.
menthols. So racist.
Yeah, it's weird. You can burn down a whole town, but you can't have a Newport.
Right. Right. And your blackness begins.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Was that it?
I love that a lot.
Yes, sir.
We had some cool black kids growing up in our area, bro.
Right. Right. Your basketball team picture is just so wonderful.
Oh, thanks, man. Cal Jackson on there, Don Galadis, he had a child. Number 34 of our basketball picture. We had a lot of good kids in there, man.
Right.
Shout out James Gray. His dad ran a tire place.
Okay.
He was in there. There's Vincent. He got all the ladies. Vincent, dude. And Johnny, that's Big Johnny. He was damn 11 feet tall, baby. He had birds living on his shoulders, baby. He was up there.
Look,
We had a lot of cool kids in our
I'm
area.
that,
I need an apple or something.
that's how we know
Yeah,
everything
just
is
ran.
perception.
I'm
for
about to die
you.
too.
You know what I mean? Because you gave two whole different sizes for
Okay.
two niggas that's the same size.
There's no more right.
You can see,
damn.
you can see they ain't the same
No, that was
size
chasing
in the
you.
picture. No, that, he doesn't let that change his story. One of them was 7'7". He was bigger than all
There's
the
the apple
trees.
right here if you want it.
The other one was 6'1". Here they are together.
Bro, Johnny was so tall, he
I
had
can use the
windows on the
apple.
side of his head, man. He was tall, man.
Did
He
you take
was-
it?
No, you were kneeling down.
Yeah, countless stories. Yeah, I might have been. That's true. You're right. I was kneeling
You're
down,
fine.
man.
Yeah, but these experience, like, no matter what, like that dude number 34,
Mhm.
like, we want to hear his
There's
stories.
arrows over here.
Yeah.
Like, we
I
know
dropped
he's
some.
got stories, and we want to know
You see it
if
by the
he'll
tree?
tell the stories. And the fact that that's what you do is why.
Well, thanks, man. Thanks for the nice words. I appreciate it. You do a great job too, man. Thank you for all the joy over the years. You just bought a
Hell yeah. You got 166
military
now.
base?
It's
Is
because
that
you
right?
have that fastball.
Yeah. Formerly
shoots
Fort
hella
McClellan.
quick.
Fort McClellan. And was it an active base till recently or?
I think it decommissioned in 1999.
What's it like over there?
Magnificent. Magnificent. It's going to be one of the greatest things that I personally have ever done. But it's
This is it?
that's
my bad.
the front side of the beginning of the campus, which is 30 buildings.
Wow.
3 million indoor
more.
square feet, 4.5 miles of roads. Like, we got the best
Oh,
parts of the
shit.
base. They had chemical testing and stuff. We don't have those parts of the base. That's the Department of Homeland Security. But yeah, we just have a wonderful, blessed space at the foothills
This guy needs to go.
of the mountains, and it's really magical. And I was able to see what Tyler Perry was able to do with 200 or 300 acres and a military base. And
Yeah, it's
how-
amazing.
And how you could make a movie studio out
some
of
right here.
that. And
Oh,
so, yeah.
Oh, I needed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It hit the
Cool.
news recently, but I purchased it
Okay. I got my potion.
a couple years back. Yeah, I've had it. So we've been working.
Was that a tough step to like take that?
Are you still listening to your podcast?
Like, okay, we can get this and we can do this. Like, did you reach out to Tyler Perry? Because I know he has, like, in Atlanta, he
This
has
is
an
gonna be
amazing
fun.
space.
Oh,
He may
yeah.
have many spaces now. This was 3 years ago. I went to a space there to train for something, and it was unbelievable.
Okay, let's not separate.
No. I wasn't
Where's
looking
that guy? I'm waiting for that guy to pop up.
then or now for assistance. Like we can do this. I just needed to be able to have a home where great movies
There's
and
arrows.
entertainment product could be made without any of the shenanigans that are generally involved with Hollywood, and be able to crank them out. And
Shit.
that all it needs to do is be good. If it's good, we're going to make it. And so
Wow.
even though it might have appeared from interviews of me that, this guy just loves tearing people apart, really, we're trying to create something where it can provide a platform for a lot of people to show what they do. So, yeah.
So it'd be a place where you could make other people's kind of dreams come true,
Couple more
like with
arrows
film,
and you're done.
television, that sort of
Right,
thing.
right. Where you can just basically have a great script and a great cast and leave your troubles at the door and walk
Oh,
out
shit, there's
with
someone else.
the
Where's
movie
he
Hell
at?
yeah.
in the can. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I like
what
that. I
time
like
it
that
is.
Even
doing
if he,
things
like, runs,
yourself.
You can't
Yeah,
find him.
yeah.
I'm looking over
Yeah,
here.
because
so far.
they'll
Oh,
let
God. Oh, there he
the
is.
comedy movie industry die if we allow it. You know what I mean?
They're
And
open?
nobody in the fan base ever said,
Okay.
"Hey, we don't want any more funny movies."
Yeah.
Nobody said that. None of the fans ever were like, "Hey, we're tired of laughing at the movies." Yeah, boo to the no one ever said that. They just decided,
You still
we
gonna
make
make that
more
thing or
money
no?
in the superhero
All right.
action department. Let's just do
That way
all
I know
those.
what
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
make
know what I
something
mean?
then.
And so it'll just take for somebody in the comedy sphere to start producing funny shit, and there we go again.
Do you already have projects kind of on tap?
Yeah, we got a slate. Well, I'm not allowed to
Oh, me
really
too.
answer that question, but yeah, like
What was
it's
the
a
beacon?
great location where it is. Like it's an hour and a half
For
from
real?
Atlanta or less. It's 45
That's so
minutes
low.
from Birmingham.
I got the same thing, but like
And
with
I
higher
love
color.
that area, and they're so thirsty to be
I
involved.
hate that it's
You know
exposed. I hate
that
getting 45.
we have equal thirst, so everybody wants it to
You're
work,
right.
and so it will. Yeah,
Amen. Dude, that's exciting, huh?
it is.
definitely.
It is.
Will you have kind of your hand in on most of the projects, kind of like? Or is that a weird question?
It's kind of
Well, I mean, it is, baby.
it's kind of not necessary for how it's set up. It's set up in much of the way the grocery store is set up. So my job is just to make sure that all of the food that we sell in this grocery store belongs in this grocery store. You see what I'm saying? Is it a good quality? Oh, we'll get it in there. The people will want to see that. Yeah, they'd love that. Yeah, the cherry plums. Yeah, they'd love that, you know? And once that barrier is crossed, then we're just trying to make the best project for you and to make your smaller budget be able to compete with the larger budgets.
Yeah, because comedy, you don't need the really big budget either.
No, it just needs to be funny.
Yeah.
It needs to be funny. But it also can't be under budgeted though. See, it can't.
It's got to be professional.
Yeah, it cannot look cheap, regardless, which means it can't be. You know, and that goes to the equipment and to the lighting, and that's why you need hundreds of acres of space to be able to
No, it was 18.
Have all of what we're having. Like they're building an amphitheater, and you know we have sound stages and a whole auditorium, and you know,
hell yeah,
it's
that's
pretty nice.
Instead of seeing if you have the cards, that's owning the deck, really. You know, like instead of waiting to get dealt the cards, that's like saying,
oh,
it's just saying you're gonna make sure that things can happen.
It's like you having a podcast. It's like it's almost a no-brainer. Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's something you know you can pull off. It's something that you know you're invested in. It's something you know you do well, you know? And so, yeah, it's that part.
Yeah.
Unlock a new world of efficiency with
Asana.
Asana. Identify blockers to keep work, projects, and goals on track. Try for free today at asana.com.
Hey there, this episode's coming at you courtesy of blinds.com.
I forgot this was a strong level.
I have wives, but no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a happy man.
And they have beef like.
Yeah, sometimes I've been thinking a lot about getting married, but I don't know if sometimes it's like an outside pressure that I feel, or if it's just like something I would like to have that family.
Yeah, I would wait.
Like that. You know, I think you always have like an idea of what a family is, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like
5, 6, 7,
that's something I want to try to make happen. You know? It seemed like it'd be a real challenge.
Scared of marriage, but I was scared of divorce.
From plus 18. Let's do plus 19.
Like my parents didn't get divorced. 18, my parents are still together.
Oh, wow.
Like, so I always felt like you only do this one time, you know? And I was always more happy of the bullets I had dodged.
What's the recommended power for plus 19?
I thought I would have married her. Like I was ready to marry. You know what I mean? And
then you'll see them years later and you're like,
you're like, oh my God. So yeah, happiness is what I'm after, not titles or idealistic situations.
Yeah, to what,
like
400?
I just want to provide happiness and be provided that as well. And if you can get that situation, regardless of what it's called, that's gonna be nice.
Maybe I get too stuck on maybe I sometimes do get too like feeling like I have to fill in the blanks as opposed to what do I really want to create,
right?
You know. Like, or being like, what if I didn't get married? What would people think? You know, sometimes I'll get that stuck in my head, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it's normal, but.
Yeah, like I don't, I would hate to be put in a situation where I have to cheat on somebody. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like, what was the point?
Yeah. I don't want to set myself up for. That's a good point too. I don't want to set myself up for a situation that would be uncomfortable for me, or I would hurt somebody else's feelings either.
Right.
Yeah, that's something I would not enjoy.
But remember, as in your next life, you know, you got a black woman coming. So things are going to change.
Oh, Lordy.
Things are going to change.
It's going to be something.
It's going to be something.
What are you gonna eat?
Right.
I'm going to.
Have you experienced?
I was just gonna make
woman?
some white rice with corn and like heat up those taquitos, the platas you have in the freezer.
Pretty much. I mean, I haven't dated just a black lady.
She wasn't our best representative.
No. I mean, there's a cute black lady that I met at the airport that if I see her again, I think I would try to ask her out, but I haven't seen her again. But I would be open to dating a cool black lady.
Hold on.
You know?
Hold on. Let's talk specifically.
Okay.
About this one you're talking about.
Yeah, she just looked like really confident and nice smile. And pretty eyes, and I was like, man, there's just something about her.
Okay, all right. And she was where?
That I admired. She was working at the airport.
Working at the airport. That's
so she was a worker. She liked to work. She doesn't mind work. Like
hey, they're beautiful. Which airport was this?
This was at LAX.
You bet it was.
Yeah. So she was TSA approved too, you know. So
right.
So yeah, if I see her again, I would try to.
No. We're seeing her again.
Okay.
We're seeing her again because you have this feeling already.
All right.
You're only saying it like, well, you never know. I might not see. You're going to see her again. Absolutely, because you're gonna ask her out. Beautiful, fantastic. Oh, she might. No, she's not watching. She might be watching.
I don't know.
She might be watching.
Do you do that? You put things like into, do you like do that, like speak things into existence type of thing?
I'm not powerful enough to do that, but I don't ignore things that I see in existence. So what I'm saying is I'm not going to ignore the fact that you're not saying abstract. You know, if I saw a black woman that did something for me, I'd ask her out. No, you actively saw one.
Yeah.
Right. And this is recent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be life-changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are black women a lot different, do you think?
Yes. Like yes. Like, you know, black guys, right?
Yeah.
Black women are nothing like black guys. Like I don't want to put so much pressure on this lady at the airport, but she doesn't know we've had this conversation.
Yeah. No, she doesn't.
Magnificent creatures. Okay. In slavery, black women were appreciated. You understand how difficult that is?
Yeah.
That's some hard shit to pull off.
Yeah.
I hate you guys, but not all of you. Some of you are wonderful, precious beings. Yeah. That's black women are almost unreal, and only because what it is that they possess, they don't. It's not on purpose. Like, you know how we feel about people on the spectrum? Like,
oh yeah, they're magic.
Right. The reverence that you and I have for that community, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna feel that with black women.
Wow.
Like they're really where the word nurture comes from. You know what I mean? Like the ability to give you something as a man that you never had before or felt before, and make it comfortable for you to access that. Like, no.
Really?
Yeah, really life changing.
Yeah, man. Because this could be part of my 2025, man. It is.
It clearly is. Right.
Right.
We've said
Here
it.
we are. We've
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you had a lot of last year. It seemed like you had a lot of predictions last year. You kind of became this oracle last year. Did you feel that? That people came to you, you almost became kind of like this, like a little bit of like a crystal ball, you know?
I'm honored to get to say the things that I say when I'm saying them, and because you know that I operate from a positive first standpoint in all things, like I assume that it's going to work out for the best, and I understand that if it is for the worst, then I'm prepared to handle that as well. But yeah, it was something.
Did you start to worry any about your own safety and stuff? Because it seemed like you really had some moments where you're kind of, you know, almost channeling truths into the world. And some people don't like that. You know, some people don't want to, I mean, the dark side of things doesn't really probably enjoy that.
Well, what it was that I was attempting to do was impossible. So before I do this interview, there is no Illuminati. It's just a joke. It's just something that crazy people talk about. There's no such thing as our side and God's side. None of that is even real. Yeah. I got to come and make it real. I have to come and say, no. Everybody's not the same. So that's why when I said that, nobody came out and went, that's not true. I'm on God's side. Like, none of them. I'm just, the conversation was to show that there are spiritual things going on in the world, and that there are things that are bigger than just coincidence, and that a ritual is something that you do over and over and over again a certain way. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If part of the ritual is wearing a dress, then we should be able to look through entertainment and see all of these people being made to wear a dress. That's what a ritual is. You know what I mean? Like, whether they're white or black, that doesn't matter. There's not other jobs where this is a requirement. Why is this? Yeah. Why is this so necessary?
Yeah, you don't see the dog catcher show up every other year.
Like, it's not a thing.
In a nice